Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Hogwarts Legacy here on the Game Professor channel. I'm your host, the Game Professor, and we are officially to Professor Fitzgerald's I forgot the word, trial. We do have some exploring to do in the Headmaster's office, so we are going to start off with that.
That's where I need to speak the password.
Yep, that it is. So let's do it.
Toujours pure.
There we are. And I'm very glad that they went with the imagery.
All the elite wizarding families have a motto.
Probably. But yeah, so there is going to be some exploration for us to do in here.
Revelio.
So that is how we will start this episode. There's definitely some stuff back there. Sleeping portraits. Not all headmasters and headmistresses enjoy reliving the day-to-day challenges of running a school of witchcraft and wizardry. Some prefer to enjoy a well-earned nap when possible. I would understand that. And an interesting thing about the headmaster portraits, I don't remember if this was revealed in Pottermore or what, but I appreciated this detail, but the way they maintain their personalities is while they are headmaster, the portrait's already been made, headmaster or headmistress, rather, and they will talk to their portrait and infuse it with their personality. And just in terms of, like, magical infusion of personality within a picture, I like that a lot. I never really understood, like, the photographs mimicking personality stuff. Like in Prisoner of Azkaban, when Penelope Clearwater's picture has the bit of tea dropped on it, so her nose is splotched. That makes sense to me. But Lockhart and Harry behaving like each other in the in Chamber of Secrets, that never made sense to me in Colin Creevey's picture of them. Photo. There are too many words that can be synonyms. But, dear Phineas, the children have been asking about your return. Belvina, in particular, chooses to do so each day at breakfast and is engulfed in a sulk when I remind her that you are ensuring the quality of her future education. Sirius and Phineas rarely send me an owl, although when they do, they never mention you. I'm certain they're proud of you, and all that you're doing for Hogwarts. Having one's father as headmaster is a tremendous honor. Merlin helped me. Cygnus is now crawling and follows Arcturus about like an unwelcome shadow. Arcturus is begging for an invisibility potion, and frankly, I can't blame him. I'd be tempted to brew one if it weren't for the eternal sniveling that Cygnus would regale me with. Perhaps we shall see you during the next school holiday, but please don't feel any obligation. We can manage. Ursula. That's his wife. That is questionable, to put it mildly. They don't seem like they have that healthy of a marriage if he's so resistant to visiting. There we go. And have a nice legendary chest. Unidentified name.
Revelio.
Ah, it's up there that those chests are. Well, we still have more to find. There we go. New corkscrew wand handle. Oh. Oh, is it not going to let me go out here yet? No, it won't let me do all of the exploring. I just want to do all the exploring. Rude. Okay, well, we will be able to come back and do more exploring. So maybe we will just get through the entire mission today. There we are.
It's good to see you.
All thanks to Professor Fig's quick thinking. Now what?
Approach the pedestal in the antechamber and read the book that appears.
What will I find in the book?
What can I expect to find in the book?
A story. I cannot say more. You may recognize some elements of it, as I was inspired by a tale with which many wizarding children are familiar.
All right.
I suspect there will be more to this than reading a book.
Your suspicions are correct. We shall speak when you are finished.
Has this been under the Headmaster's nose all this time?
Yeah, so it would seem. Apothecary receipt. Cure for Boyle's 1 file. Oh boy. That is just funny. Oh. Oh. I never noticed this. Is that supposed to be Dumbledore's pensive? Oh, that's such a cool detail. I totally never noticed that. I really like that. Receipt. Hair tonic, mustache whack, Bundiman. That's one of those creatures that I struggle with. Pomade. Comb, pearl handled, back scratcher, gold handled, doxy side. Paid in very small part. Reminder to be billed to ministry. Oh, classy. Very classy indeed. All right.
Revelio.
Oh, there was something else. Where are you? I would find you. Ah, there we are. Sorting Hat. The Sorting Hat. This enchanted hat was created by the 4 founders of Hogwarts as a means by which students would be placed into one of the 4 schoolhouses. Skilled at legilimency, the Sorting Hat can see into the wearer's head, allowing it to determine their thoughts and abilities.
Revelio.
Alright, so that's just those additional things that it's catching on to. And yeah, that's still not going to let me out until I finish the mission. Alright, that's fine. Alright.
That must be the pedestal.
Ooh. This is probably the coolest of the trials, I will say. Let's do it. Recalling Riddle's diary a little bit with that, but you'll see not quite.
Where am I? Professor Fitzgerald? Can you hear me?
I am here. In this place, you may call me Niamh. You shall be witness to a fable. Pay attention. Things are not always as they seem. You must move swiftly and cautiously. Use the tools you encounter to find me.
All right.
The first you will need is a cloak.
A cloak, huh? Make your way through the town without being seen.
In this place, as in life, death takes many forms. Avoid each of them at all costs.
So, we're disillusioned. A perfect little split there to go through. Why am I standing while disillusioned?
I should have run when I could. I'd be free by now.
Oh boy. This feels Black deathy to me. That's always been kind of how I interpret it. Because obviously this is Middle Ages. The plague is what is implied to
Best
be...
move while I can. Niamh must be here somewhere.
What Isadora's brother was taken by. Alright. Let's wait for these guys to get moving. Just need an idea of...
I need to time this just right.
Go. Oh! I forgot which way I needed to go. That was my bad. Oof. There we are.
I see. A staircase straight ahead.
There we go. This first part really does take quite a bit of concentration.
Death. Ladder. Perhaps they won't be able to find me if I go up there.
Well, it's a reasonable thought. Certainly looks like I can't go that way. Death's Dark Mongrel. Okay. And these are all specific versions of enemies that are unique to...
This is my chance. I'm coming, Niamh.
this particular trial.
Too many here. I must cross this road as fast as I can.
Okay. There we go. Alright.
That's where I need to go, but I need to find a way past them.
Mm-hmm. Let's wait for these guys to not be watching. It is moments like this that I'm very glad that I enjoy stealth games. And that I enjoy stealth elements of any game. There we are. And there's not anything for us to find here.
Nothing this way, but more danger. There must be another way to find you. I need to turn back. There's no getting past them that way.
Let's see here. Oh!
That doorway looks like the only safe way forward.
Yep.
Closed tight. No way but forward, I suppose.
I am full on Wiggenweld potions, so I'm good there. We will have some guys to get around. Up here. Oh, hello.
Now's my chance.
There we go. Ooh. I do apologize for being so quiet. But there is the
That's
cloak.
the way forward.
So, if you haven't already guessed, cloak plus death. This is obviously related to the Deathly Hallows.
Can this be? I think I'm invisible.
Yep. Completely invisible. And able to pass by Death's specters with no issue.
They can't see me at all. I can get closer to them.
Still don't want to touch him. And Death himself can't see us.
This is the way forward. Finally free. Now where are you, Niamh?
There we are. And next, I believe, will be the wand.
You have outrun death thus far, but have yet to find me. Keep searching, but this time you will be unable to hide. Wield the wand you see before you. Do not squander its extraordinary power.
And it is very clearly the Elder Wand. Alright. So now we'll have to actually fight.
I've never felt such power.
And you can see it won't let us do anything else. Oh. Oh. It has actually locked my spells. I can't change them at all. Interesting. I never noticed that before. I have Bombarda, Defendo, Depulso, and Descendo. Okay. I can work with that. Not my typical spells.
Bombarda.
But I can work with that. So yeah, now we have to fight. This is why I definitely wanted to be full up on Wiggenweld potions. Alright.
Bombarda. Stratega. Defendo.
There we go.
Bombarda. Depulso. Defendo.
There we go. All of those, though. Man, I can one-shot them with those spells? That's new. I'm just going to verify my difficulty. Because I shouldn't have changed my difficulty at any point. Yeah, I'm still on hard. I've never noticed that before. Have I been making these fights way harder than they needed to be this whole time? Wouldn't put it past me to do that.
Bombarda. Depulso. Depulso.
Oh, come on.
Defendo.
Dang it.
Depulso. Defendo.
There we go.
Bombarda.
More. Oh.
Stupid one. Stupid one. Defendo.
Come on.
Defendo. Defendo. Bombarda.
There we go. Whew. Man. Yeah, I think that I have been making this fight harder than it needed to be. All these fights harder than they needed to be for a while now. Okay. But now I have lots of ancient magic, which I definitely want for some death, some dark trolls that will be coming up, because they are a pain. Let's see here. Yep. Hi, Death. Oh, that's right.
Defender.
Oh, dang it. Dang it. Let's do that.
Defender.
Dang it. Come on. Oh, shoot. Come on.
Defender.
There we go. Poof. Did not get my dueling combo, but that's fine. Oh, we're getting more. We're getting another troll. Yeah. Oh, double trolls.
Defender. Stupid one. Defender.
Oh, dang it. Oh, boy.
Defender.
Let me get these guys.
Defender. Bombarda. Defender.
There we go. Whew. Alright. Got through those guys. Man. Yeah, I have totally made these fights harder than they needed to be previously. I know I'm being really quiet, but dang. That's honestly kind of absurd how easy that was for me compared to how much trouble I've had with it previously. Now, we'll be to the Resurrection Stone.
This must be for me.
Ooh. And there, on it, you can see the sign of the Deathly Hallows. I am intrigued by the order in which they chose to present the Hallows.
Far from finished. Pass through the mourners ahead. Nothing is what it seems.
Yeah, I very much feel like there's an opportunity to do a close reading
I can't
of
believe she's dead.
the order that they're presented in. Because obviously, if you're thinking about them in the age of the brothers, it's Elder Wand, Stone, Cloak, going oldest to youngest. And here, it's
I can't believe
truly
she's dead.
jumbled. But we're hearing
Oh, poor Niamh. Gone so young.
that Niamh is dead. So that would suggest why
Dear sweet Niamh.
we need
Let us
the
always honor her
stone.
memory.
May her memory be a treasure to us forever.
There's death. Leaving us be this time. I want more backstory on all of the Keepers, but especially Niamh.
You found me, but you cannot undo what has been done. The magic of the stone can only conjure a shadow of my former self.
Okay. So now we're following her.
But there is no light without shadow, as there is no shadow without light. Simply because you can eliminate darkness does not always mean that you should.
And that is an important lesson for anybody.
Remember that as you witness my memory.
There isn't a chest around, is there? I don't remember if there is. I don't think there is. No, I'm not seeing it, and it's not giving me an opportunity to Revelio, so I think I'm fine. Alright, Niamh, let's see your memory. Got our third artifact.
Isadora, what you did for your father was remarkable.
Wasn't it? And Percival needn't worry about the strands of emotion or the traces that this magic leaves. I found a way to contain all of it.
You haven't stopped.
Goblin silver.
You spoke to a goblin about this.
Don't worry, he has no idea what we're containing.
We don't know what effect any of this may have. The emotions, the dark traits.
You sound like Percival. And as it happens, I do know. It is a source of strength, of focus. Somehow it enhances my ability to wield magic.
I don't follow, Isadora.
I think we can harness it.
Power like this is not to be toyed with. In the wrong
You
hands,
saw what I did for my father. Oh, Niamh, imagine the good we could do. Everyone is in some kind of pain.
What are you doing?
Breathe it in. Can you feel it?
This moment is
Isadora.
one of the most uncomfortable for me.
This must stop. All of it.
You've kept this power to yourselves for so long because you fear it. I choose to embrace it.
This is not the same power that they are protecting. Also, some powers need to be protected. Every time I see that memory, my skin crawls. It is an assault. What Isadora did
Revelio.
is an assault on Professor Fitzgerald, straight up. And it makes me so uncomfortable. All right, let's do it. Now we meet Professor
Is it
Bakar.
true?
Has someone completed the first 3 trials?
It is, and I have.
But you are so...
Young? I know. You must be Professor Bakar.
I am.
Pleased to meet you. The pensive memory I just witnessed, was Isadora inhaling painful emotions?
She was.
It was absolutely disturbing.
I found it disturbing. But how did she gain power from it? How did she harness it?
It was disturbing. Although, I wonder that you are asking about her power. I hesitate to reveal the location of my pensive to someone who, perhaps, has yet to understand the responsibility of power.
I can assure you, Professor, I do. In fact, what you don't yet know is that a dangerous goblin called Ranrock has accessed the repository at Rookwood Castle. He has learned to harness the contents of it as a source of immense power. He plans to use that power against wizardkind. We have no time to waste.
I see. Nonetheless, the knowledge you shall gain after you witness my memories is too valuable to share without further consideration. I shall require time to confer with the other keepers.
It seems we have no choice but to wait, frustrating as it is. I heard what you told Professor Bakar. Isadora was inhaling emotions to gain power?
She was. And she pulled emotions, as she did from her father, from Professor Fitzgerald, without permission.
Monstrous.
What's more, she said that she found a way to store the traces of magic she extracted in goblin silver.
The repositories.
Possibly. There's something I didn't get a chance to tell you earlier. Ranrock has been digging at locations tied to the 5 names he found in the journals of a goblin metalworker named Bragball.
5 names? The Keepers, and who else? Isadora Morganac?
Precisely. That's how he's been one step ahead of us. Gringotts, the Tower, Rookwood Castle.
If the Keepers won't tell you where the next trial is yet, I say we at least maintain a watch on Ranrock. Perhaps he'll lead us to more information.
Perhaps. I hope to hear from Lodgok soon. I haven't heard anything since I learned of the drills. Oh, and as you've probably guessed by now, your polyjuice plan worked like a charm.
I knew it would. I may have done too good a job distracting Black. I had no idea he can't hold his fire whiskey.
Oh dear. All right. Well. The one thing that I will say about the use of negative emotions to gain power, we have evidence of emotions being
I shouldn't have reacted
linked.
so bitterly about your goblin friend. I apologize. I hope we can finish what we started with the triptych. Please meet me at the southern coast. We can search for the final canvas piece.
Alright, so that's our next narrative bit. Oh. But I wanted to hear you speak, Professor Weasley. Fine. What do we have from Professor Weasley? Where did she go? There she is. That's the oldest one. I'm guessing this. Deke tells me he shared with you his experience with the Phoenix. Please check in with him when you get the chance. He has an idea for you that I thought worth exploring. Ah, yes. I'm not quite ready to go back to Sebastian and continue the narrative. Just a lot after dealing with all of that with Professor Fitzgerald's memory. I do, though, I just realized that looks like there's a door there. Man. It's moments like this that I would love to be able to look at this game in engine and be able to just fly around the maps and see all of the little details that they put into it. But I digress. Back to what I was saying about the emotions and power. So we have direct evidence of that within universe. whether it's Harry's emotional responses when he's a child, where he doesn't know that he is a wizard yet. We get further descriptions of that from Mr. Weasley. Looks like there is potentially a moment to discuss with somebody up here. Oh my goodness. Oh, we haven't done History of Magic yet. That's what that looks like to me.
I'm not ready for Professor Bin's lecture.
I'm just gonna verify. Okay, we don't have that yet. But, okay. But yeah, I'm really struggling to stay on topic. The emotions and magical power. We have evidence of magic being emotionally linked. You know what? Yeah, let's do History of Magic. It's amusing.
In today's lesson, we will cover a truly thrilling event. The Goblin Rebellion of 1752 and all its triumphant tragedy. But more specifically, we will address the devastating effect it had on the wizard milling industry. Throughout the many goblin battles, countless wizard cloaks were lost. Actually, we do know the number. 632.
Okay.
But history occurs outside the classroom. And look, it's time for my constitutional. One can practically osmose the history flowing through Hogwarts.
I think the professor wants us to follow him.
Yes, indeed.
And now for a stroll to the bell tower entrance hall. Along with the rest of the castle, it was completed in the early Middle Ages. The hall and the bell towers that loom above it contain myriad interesting artifacts.
And basically, we're going to get some field guide pages that we can't otherwise get.
Good to see you again. Recovered from that nasty bout of dragon pox, have we?
Okay.
That wasn't me, Professor. I'm new here.
Are you? Well then, welcome. No doubt you're eagerly anticipating my analysis of various wizarding councils, codes, statutes, and of course, goblin rebellions. Not all goblins are rebellious. Some venture into wizarding politics, such as Eargit the Ugly. Some are talented artisans, such as Bragbor the Boastful.
Yeah. Bragbor does sound familiar.
Did you say Bragbor? I think I know that name.
Well known for his metalwork. I would imagine much of his goblin wrought iron and silver has survived to this very day.
Oh, of course. Odgok said he was an ancestor of Ranrock.
Where were we? Oh yes. Back to our class topic for today. Grimbold Weft. Another notable historical figure. He's right nearby.
Alright, so now we have to
Various students can find him on display here in the bell tower entrance hall. I recommend that all students introduce themselves to this hero.
Alright, so let's...
Grimbold Weft was responsible.
Revelio.
This looks promising. Grimbold Weft. This is the skull of famed tailor Grimbold Weft, whose skilled needlework repaired countless witches' and wizards' coats during the Goblin Rebellion of 1752, thus preventing them from taking ill during battle. Interesting.
Oh, yes. I see you found Grimbold Weft.
Yes, I enjoyed the search.
Yes, I rather enjoyed seeking him out.
The thrill of the scholarly pursuit. I know the feeling quite well. Now, let's turn our attention to the agreeability and general good nature of Sir Athpuddle. He's also nearby. See what you can learn from him for your next assignment.
All right.
Standing in eternal but symbolic watch over the bell tower is a retinue of loyal knights. Statues of knights, I should clarify. Keen-eyed students will spot
This is a centuries-old likeness of Pangadon. Fearless mouse hunter and devoted study companion. People have always loved that
many.
I find that comforting.
Won by vanquishing foes in single combat.
Too many bits of dialogue at once.
Revelio.
There we are. And you can see he does not have a weapon. Waving Knight. This set of armor belonged to Sir Athpuddle of the Cheerful Countenance, a legendary friendly knight who supposedly won every battle before it was fought by virtue of his amiable negotiating tactics. Some attribute his success to an overly potent cheering charm he cast upon himself. Okay. Interesting. But wow, I'm befuddled by the number of overlapping dialogues there.
In all the centuries that Hogwarts...
Professor Binns, I found the statue of Sir Athpuddle.
Ah, well done. Alas, Sir Athpuddle's affability was his undoing.
Oh dear.
Died instantly trying to befriend a basilisk. Eye contact is not always to be encouraged. So
absolutely
beloved
not.
Was he that even some goblins mourned his passing. Of course, that did not bode well with the rest of the goblins, most of whom could not abide mourning the loss of a wizard.
That is a shame.
Pity goblins and wizards can't get along.
True. But imagine how dull my lectures would be without goblin rebellions to discuss. History does tend to repeat. It is a series of patterns, a thought both comforting and disconcerting. The wise student, such as yourself, will learn from it.
All right. There we are. We've done History of Magic class. Just a nice little diversion.
History is written by those who do their schoolwork, so they say. Or at least, I like to say that.
But we will... very quickly, I know this episode's going to go a little long. I would like to get back up to the Headmaster's office, actually. You know what? Simplify life. I still haven't gotten the quad courtyard. That's silly of me. But yeah, up to the trophy room. Get ourselves back up to the Headmaster's office. Because I do want to get all of the things you can get from in there. There's quite a bit, and you get a little bit more detail about
Revelio.
Make sure I'm not missing anything. I know I did a lot of the Revelioing at the end of last episode, but I do not want to risk having missed something. That one was a Wiggenweld potion, I believe. So I'm going to get it. That way I don't have to brew another.
Revelio.
Nothing in there. Do I have... I guess I'm just hearing those as I go. Alright. Oh. Oh, that's right. That's that one. We need a special key for that, which we will now be able to get. We'll learn a little bit more about how students are admitted to Hogwarts, actually. But now, I believe I should be able to...
Aloha, Mora.
Now I can actually unlock it. It did not give me the option to unlock it that time beforehand. Unless I was just overlooking it. If I was, whoops. Could have had this taken care of much sooner. There we are. Double level 3 blocks. I guess I understand why a headmaster would want to keep certain spaces as private as possible. Yep, we are above everything. Oh, so cool. It's such a well-designed space. Professor Black, regarding your letter dated the 20th of September, I shall not reconsider the admissions process at Hogwarts. Regards, Ferris Spavin, Minister for Magic, London. Basically, Black wanted to rework how admittance happened. Now we have the key of admittance. That's how we will get into that other room.
Revelio.
And... Let me see here. There's another section there. How do I get those guys? Let me look again. Make sure I didn't miss something in here.
Revelio.
Unless I'm right above. Alright, I am pretty much right above where the what's it is. Oh, did I just see? Oh, there's a chest here as well. Totally missed that. Alright. So much, so much, so much. Oop. Time to use the key of admittance, though. And this will be our second Hogwarts Secret. And then I'm gonna have to double check the Viaduct Courtyard again. Why is that so blurry? I have never seen that be so blurry while it's doing this. It's like it just decided to be out of focus randomly. Alright. Get another legendary chest. Nice. And then, yeah, I think that this will take us right to these chests that we've been missing. That is indeed what it looks like. Alright. So, framed portraits. And the basket weave blue handle.
Revelio.
And here we have the Quill of Acceptance and the Book of Admittance. The Quill of Acceptance and Book of Admittance were placed here by the founders and have not been touched since. They record the name of every prospective Hogwarts student the moment they first show signs of magic, although the quill is more lenient than the book, which will sometimes snap shut before a name is written if the evidence of magic is not dramatic enough. So, very cool detail there about how students are admitted. Essentially, it's saying any child who shows magical ability has a right to a magical education, which I think is brilliant. But this episode has definitely gone on longer than I meant it to. So we are going to work our way back down, and I will decide off camera what we will do next. I think most likely we actually will go check in with Deke about the Phoenix, because if we get the Phoenix, that will instantly open up some more power, some more upgrades for us, because we have several remaining upgrades that require Phoenix Feather. So let's do that, and actually, well, let's get this field guide page I just saw.
Revelio.
And this will finish off the episode. Centaur Armor. This unique set of armor was created as a misguided peace offering to a Centaur leader. The gift was spurned, and the messenger shot through the leg with an arrow. Is that a Skyrim reference? The gift was the armor itself, battered with hoof marks, was later recovered and refurbished. Alright, well, we may have just ended on an accidental Skyrim reference there, so thank you so much for watching, everybody. Be sure to hit the subscribe button so you always know when I have new videos coming out, and follow the links in the description to the Facebook page and Discord server so you can join the conversation. But until next time, everybody, this is your Game Professor, signing off. I'll see you then.